I have guys all the time saying, wait a minute, Jay, when is the country opening to people that are not vaccinated?
Excuse me, sir, vaccination card, please. Sorry, sir, this is not enough.
What? Not enough.
Sorry, sir, and this is not enough. You cannot go inside the mall.
Welcome back to another video. This is Jay, the Black Filipino TV. Today, we're going to title this video, The Philippines Will Have More Requirements Soon. See, what's happening is right now, the entire country, pretty much most of the country has reached the vaccination requirements, okay? Everyone has gotten their second dose, but now what's happening is they're going to start requiring people to have the third dose. Now, this is not something that's in effect yet. This was actually said by one of Duterte's advisors, Joey Concepcion, and he was just requiring that everyone require a card for the booster shots starting June this year. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This thing is almost over, and it pretty much is, but they're requiring a third booster shot. They're requiring a booster shot. And what they're saying is data shows that 11.8 million out of 65 million who completed their primary COVID doses received their booster shot. He understands it's going to take time, but considering that vaccines are more accessible and people are free to move around, he said they now have adequate supply. And he think about 2.5 months or until June. Now, the thing is, most people around the world didn't want to get the shot anyway. And the same thing, I have guys all the time saying, wait a minute, Jay, when is the country opening to people that are not vaccinated? Now, with them announcing this,
please get your booster. Tuloy-tuloy na ang tourism. Every time tumataas ang kaso, ang unang nawawala ay tourism.
The DOT is hoping domestic travelers continue to help the tourism industry, which is one of the hardest hit in the pandemic, since the number of foreign travelers are still far from pre-pandemic normal.
I don't think it will be open to people that are not vaccinated for even longer. A lot of guys are saying maybe next year. I think we're talking about maybe even a little bit later next year. That's just the way things are going, with the way the numbers are. And then guys, you look around and you see what's happening in China. China's right there next to the Philippines. China now doing door-to-door checks, which is crazy. The Philippines, I don't think they're going to do that. But as far as the booster shots, they're talking about it. They're already speaking with experts, and experts are requiring it. Health experts are encouraging fully vaccinated Filipinos to get the next jab as the efficacy of the primary doses wanes between 4 to 6 months after completing the initial shots. And they're really pushing, they're scared of it being another pandemic like 2019. The Philippines can't afford to hospitalize so many people. That's why, of course, they're asking people to come over to have their medical insurance. And Concepcion said it. He said they have 27 million coronavirus vaccines that are going to expire in June or July. And also he was speaking on restricting movement once again for people that don't get the boosters. So, they're really trying to get these jabs in arms, and they're even he's even having talks of restricting movement again. They did that when this thing first started. Also, they did it when they required people to get the vaccine, when it hit like around November, December. They put the clamps on the Philippines and made it to where you really couldn't move around. You couldn't go in shopping malls. You couldn't do those things. So hopefully we're not heading back to that, because that there will be a catastrophe. I remember how it was, when you wanted to go to the store, they say, hey, you have your vaccine card. Anywhere you wanted to go, to malls were locked down. So you couldn't really go anywhere unless you had a vaccine card. So if they do that again, that's going to be extremely hard on the country, especially with the country being open right now to foreigners. It will be extremely hard. There's a lot of guys that even said it too. I don't think it's going to get that much out of hand, and as he said as well, can't force people to get it. But if they restrict movement, a lot of times people won't have a choice. But I'm not speaking against it. That's what they do. This is the rules, and they want people to get booster shots. What they want usually happens. You don't have to force. Of course, you can't force people to get the shot, But things being restricted again, it can happen. And hopefully it doesn't restrict to where they lock the country down again. The country's finally open. The Philippines is back open. I don't think they're going to take it that far. Hopefully this is not something that hurts the country from being open. But this is talks that it's going to happen. And they're looking for it to happen soon by June. So this is what it says here. We have to change the definition of fully vaccinated. That will now include primary vaccine series plus the booster.
Requirement before being considered fully vaccinated, as the Philippine government looks to encourage more people to get a third dose.
So this is said by Dr. Salente. This is the chief of the Adult Infectious Diseases and Tropical Medicine Unit at the government-run San Lazaro Hospital, Manila, said during the briefing. So he also suggested requiring or encouraging on-site workers to get their booster shots against the 19. And he said another solution is maybe to require workplaces that after employees return to work, to require, encourage that before they go back, that they have already received their booster already. So it shows here that 33 million Filipinos, they're eligible for it. They conducted small studies or surveys which showed that some people believe they already have enough protection against 19 because they have been fully vaccinated and because of natural immunity from coronavirus infection. And so Maria Rosario Vejere said, however, she reminded the public that immunity wanes. That's why they're offering the boosters, because based on studies, it gives you additional protection, especially for severe infection, deaths, and hospitalizations. So they're looking to get these shots in arms, guys, and pretty soon, unless you have the booster shot, you're not going to be considered fully vaccinated in the Philippines. So that's what's happening, guys. This thing is going to keep spinning back around and keep spinning back around. And that's the new world we're living in now. That's the new world we're living in now. It's a brand new world. Anybody knows when I say it's a brand new world, they understand what I'm talking about. But that's the world we're living in now. It's ever since this thing hit, the world's changed after that. It was forever changed. It will forever be this way. It will forever be something else that comes across down the line, down the pipe. So to expect it to be back how it used to be, the Philippines will never ever be how it used to be. I remember when I was out in Manila, I enjoyed myself. I had a great time. The numbers look how it used to be, but you see people with the mask. I mean, it's never going to change from that. It's going to be a continuous situation where people are getting vaccines and people have to go through this. And a lot of you guys don't want to come over until these things change, but that's just how it is. Some of you guys understand that that's how it is, but and I get it. A lot of you guys don't want to do it. You feel it's your body, your right, and you do have that right. But as far as the way it is in the Philippines right now, they're making it to where to be fully vaccinated pretty soon, you have to have a booster shot. So that's what we're coming to, guys. So we shall see, guys. We shall see. I was a little bit concerned about it when I seen it. I said, you know what, let me talk about this and let you guys know what's happening. But hopefully it's not the case. You have a situation like what happened in China. Think about it, guys. Back in 2019, the threats were real and it came to the Philippines. It actually hit the Philippines hard because China's right there. China had direct flights into the Philippines, right into Boracay around that time. And I talked about it before, but it was true. I was actually in Boracay when they had direct flights in. But yeah, guys, they just want to make sure they don't bump into a headache again. And I get it. That's why these talks are happening. But we shall see. We shall see. But as far as them allowing foreigners and completely unvaccinated, we're a long way from that. When they're talking about people getting booster shots, I think we're a long way from that. So hopefully it may be soon. We shall see. With all that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my other content I have here. I just want to wait until things get more lax. This can end up being more tight. He got caught, guys. He actually overstayed his visa. This guy thought he was a pimp named Slipback. Doing that on a regular basis, you find yourself overspending. If you'd like to know more, if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. Other than that, guys, see you later. Peace.